What's happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. Tactical show is back Thursday. You get me? You know what, man? It's called a tactical show, realist show. You know what I mean? We'll try to think of a consistent name, but for now, we call it the tactical show. You know what I mean? Man like Statmanbains is back. You know what I mean? Back in the dunya. Come on, bro. What are you telling me, bro? How's things?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, man, we're blessed, man. You know what I mean? We're just in lockdown. You feel me? And yeah, man, you know what I'm trying to say to you? We're just out here, man. You know what I mean? Living in the dunya, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always say. Man in the dunya, we're living in the dunya. You know what I mean, man? What are you saying, Flawless though, man?
Yo, first and foremost, thank you for having me. As I always tell you, Saeed, I appreciate it, man. First and foremost, I know we family and everything, but I appreciate it. Secondly, it's good to have you back as well, Statman. You get what I'm saying? And that not only did the people miss you, I missed you too. You get what I'm saying? So it's good to have you back.
I missed you guys as well. 2 weeks, been too long.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 2 weeks, man. Too long. You feel me? But it's good to have you back. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the show as well. You feel me?
Come on, man. Already know Passion of Goodness says Becca Bauer gang. You feel me?
Yeah, all right, relax with that. Relax with it. Relax.
Yo, come
that
on,
is
man.
Mad. Relax in it.
You know what I mean?
That Harry Maguire yesterday, he was running the show.
Telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. People need to start People are starting to wake up now to Maguire. Come on.
Nah,
you feel me?
I'm not with that. We actually have to give him some praise. Like since like the last international break, he's been decent.
Come on,
yes,
man.
He has been. I give him credit on that. I said this since what game was it? I think it was after the Spurs 6-1. He's actually been pretty good defensively.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yes. Well, I'm not going as far as you get me. The Beckenbauer thing, but he's good.
That's it, man. We already got Anas here. This guy's a real one. Man like Anas in the building. We got man like Ian and Chelsea's in the building. You get me? Statmanbains. Yo, big up everybody. Yo, listen, guys, let me know where you're watching from. First and foremost, you know, we've got a big community on here, so let me know where you're watching from. Also, guys, if you are watching this video right now, please smash that like button, man. It's imperative. You, man, smash that like button. It helps with the channel. It helps with the algorithms. Please smash that like video. Also, please share the video on all socials. You know what I mean? This is going to be a good show, man, and we're going to get to it. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But yeah, man. First and foremost, you man happy club football is back, man. None of this international nonsense, man. I'm done with this, bro.
Yeah, I'm done with this. I've been done with this. You know what I'm saying? I hate international breaks. Apart from international tournaments, apart from the Euros and the World Cup, that's all I care about. I'm fully involved when they're on in the summer because they're great. They're fantastic spectacles. But in terms of international breaks and friendlies and Nations League and all this nonsense, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I barely watch any of it. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't lie. Since the Nations League stuff, I've actually started watching it a bit more because at least like the top teams are actually playing each other. Like we saw France, Portugal the other day, England, what was it? England, Iceland, England, Belgium. Like the decent teams playing each other now.
We got Ziad there saying Beckenbauer is the best defender in the country at the moment. Beckenbauer gang. Yo, you already know, man. Beckenbauer gang. Who's out here, man? You feel me? Is anyone out? You know what I mean? Man like Flawless. Looking like Usher, you know, right? Hey, you get that compliment?
Nah, I've never heard that. You lot are just gonna call me every black person who's famous in it. And that's what it is basically. You know what I'm saying? How do I look like all these people? You lot are just gonna say any black person. It's like I don't look like him, but it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking offense.
Man, like Alan's saying, Maguire's trash. Yo, listen, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? We got Chris here saying, Saeed, keeping it real as always, positivity. Harry would do a better job than McTominay at CDM. Wow, that's a big statement.
All right, relax, man. You know what I'm saying? Really relax, man. He's
Saeed,
Saeed getting two gas right now with the.
Yo, man, get two gas on that, man. You know what I'm trying to say to Zayn with a super chat here. Yo, big up Zayn always. You get me, like, you know what I'm saying? Man supports the channel very, very well. He goes, Saeed, we are getting Ousmane Dembele. He will be linking with Abba again. The deadly duo will be back. How will the French cope? Well, you know what I mean? I don't know if you can afford it, man. You got man like Willian in the cup right now. You know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? You got to deal with Willian at the minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget about Dembele. What about Pepe as well? You just dismissing him already. Like, these Arsenal fans are mad, you know.
Yeah, see, like, you're talking about Ousmane Dembele, Oba link up. What for Oba to be playing left wing back and Ousmane Dembele to be a holding midfielder, yeah? You know what I'm saying? That's where that's going to be, you know what I'm saying? The most expensive left wing back and holding midfielder in history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Daniel Luciano goes, you broke my heart with those Bruno comments.
Listen,
you know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people, you know, think I hate Bruno Fernandes, you know, like it's mad, you know, like It's actually crazy, man. Like, I've said it on the rant show, and I feel like for me, I don't need to keep repeating myself. Bruno Fernandes is still Man United's best player. Like, don't get me wrong. My only problem, I'm not saying it's a problem. My preference, what I call it, is that I would rather see him play in an 8 position rather than number 10 role. Because for me, it works better over there. And for me, he plays in Portugal better over there. And I would rather have Pogba and Donny van de Beek in that position. You know what I mean? That's only my preference. But people will always straight away assume that I hate Bruno Fernandes because you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. For me, the United fan base at the minute, it really, really doesn't understand me. And it's one of them, man. You get me? Man like Fake Fan TV goes, man like Flawless a clone, big up the man them. Love to see the man them elevate.
Man. Shout out my dumb money and that.
Yeah, come on, man. Like,
shout out my dumb money. Because you were just on a show with us. That's why we just did the Man
United show. Okay.
Make sure last week you go check. Obviously, we did the Link Up the Man Them United Central podcast as well, innit? That's on Sarcasm City. So go check that out. Sorry, go on, Saeed. My apologies.
No. What I'm trying to say to you, obviously, the title of this video is, can Man United find the right consistency? But obviously, we want to talk about, the Bruno Fernandes debate, you know what I mean? Like, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba. I think, Flawless, you said it out there well. Let's enjoy them both together. But what is it against, for me, what I don't get is that, you know what I mean? When you have a preference about Bruno Fernandes, why is it a case of people just think that you're hating on him? There's a lot of Bruno Stan accounts. There's a lot of Bruno stuff going about now that thinking, oh, yo, listen, you know what I mean? This guy thinks he hates Bruno. Like, if you say a word about him, like I remember, I know obviously we'll get to you, Statman, when you made a tweet about his stats the other day. You know what I mean? That's what Statmanbains does. That is literally his kind of content, what he does. And then straight away, the people came at him, bro. Like, what is it with people, man?
What it is with people, you get people who are, it seems to be bigger fans of certain players than they are of the club. I'm a fan first of Manchester United. It doesn't matter who is playing for Manchester United. As soon as you put on that shirt, it could be my arch enemy. I'm a fan of you and I want you to do the best. And because we have such a massive fan base, we seem to be the only fan base that divides players. Like I said, it was Pogba versus Bruno. Not too long ago, it was Martial versus Rashford. And what it is, because people have legit do have agendas, once you are a fan of one, it's like you can't praise one without criticizing the other. So that's why you get it. Because people see you criticizing Bruno, they automatically assume, you love Pogba. If someone sees you praising Martial, they automatically assume you're criticizing Rashford.
Big up, man. Rants and Bants in the building.
Salute to the Don Rants and Bants each and every time. Catch me on there at 7 and that salute to him. What was the saying? So where was I at? So yeah, people can't make a difference. You get what I'm saying? They can't. It's like separate the two. That's all I'm saying is like separate the two. I don't understand why people struggle with this because everybody has Ollie out gang facts. Everybody has preference. You know what I'm saying? Like some people prefer the more technical and elegant ballers. Some people prefer the more electric, industrious performers. With Pogba and Bruno, yes, they're both attacking midfielders. But what's your preference? My preference is Pogba because I prefer the more technical players. But that's just me. But I don't criticize Bruno. Bruno's quality. I just prefer Pogba. But people can't seem to make the difference. I prefer Martial's playing style to Rashford's. But that doesn't mean I'm going to criticize Rashford and say Rashford's no good. Both quality. We're lucky to have them both, to me. And we're lucky to have Pogba and Bruno. We're the only fan base that does this. When City had De Bruyne and Silva, there was no comparisons.
No, man. None at all, mate. None at all.
Liverpool have Mane and Salah. There's no comparisons. But with us, to be comparisons and display Bruno FC, Pogba FC, Martial FC, Rashford FC. It's like, why can't we just support as one?
I think people, the thing that people struggle to understand is that constructive criticism. Like one of the biggest criticisms we say about Bruno is just that he needs to look after the ball a bit better. That's all it is.
That's all it is, man. Yes.
You know what I mean? He has 31 goal contributions in 33 games. That's brilliant. There's just some things that you need to work on. Every player, we can say the same thing. Like Wan-Bissaka, for me, I love the guy, but he needs to improve going forward. Luke Shaw needs to be more direct at times. Every single player has just certain things that need to work on to be better. And that's all it is.
We got here Daniel Luciano. He goes, I get what you're saying. Yes, Saeed, I get what you're saying. But where was that when Rance was saying he's just good at crossing corners? He does nothing. That's his opinion. You know what I mean? That's his opinion. And sometimes I feel like people...
I just want to cut you off. How am I going to get mad at you because Rance gave that opinion? That's nuts to me. You get what I'm saying? And that's wild.
That's his opinion, though. Yeah, but he's always said it from day one, though. He doesn't fancy Bruno as a number 10. He said it from day one, though. So people know his opinion. But you know what I mean? People will keep going at it and for me, people say agenda. There's no for me that word agenda, man. Is for me it's crazy because end of the day, when that player goes on that football pitch, yeah, you know what I mean? You're going to support him no matter what. You're going to go through him thick and thin. After the game, that's why Twitter, all these social media, we kind of always evaluate a player because they are playing for Man United. So everyone has kind of a I don't know, man. You almost evaluate players, don't you? Like Statmanbains does stats about him. But then people will judge Statmanbains and say, yo, he's kind of clouding that Bruno is rubbish and you don't rate him anymore. You know what I'm trying to say to you, Statman?
The thing is here, people said I only post negative stats about Bruno. Against Everton, he had a brilliant game. Posted positive stats about him. That's all it is. When he plays good, you praise him. When he plays bad, you critique him.
And that's just the normal, logical thing to do as a human being. This is why I like you, Statmanbains, because you're very balanced. Like, even whether you rate a player or you don't, if he plays well, give him credit. If he doesn't play well, give him criticism. I'm the same with Ollie. When Manchester United play well and get a great result, i.e. at Everton, at Leipzig, praise Ollie. But then when we have a Crystal Palace or a Spurs, it's fair to criticize, but you get people who like, oh, you can't criticize the manager. Why not? You can't praise the manager. Why not? If it's deserved, it's deserved.
For me, the perfect example is Luke Shaw. I'm not a massive fan of Luke Shaw, but for me, this season, he's been one of our better players.
Yeah, yes. I can't lie, man. I've dropped Luke Shaw dead to me, you know.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna lie to you, man.
Going forward, he's looked a lot better this season. Like, I have to give him credit.
I don't mind Luke Shaw this season, you know, because what I don't understand, and you know, back to the same Messi goes, Bruno could be a future Ballon d'Or. Maybe, you never know, man. He's only 26, you never know, man. But
I just want to say one thing. Do you use lot? Because this is just me personally. I don't really put too much on Ballon d'Or winners and stuff like that. Like, I don't pay too much mind. Do you pay too much? Because if you if you
didn't win a Ballon d'Or,
that's my whole point. I bet if you look at the list of players who have won it and you look at the list of players who haven't, I bet it's fairly equal. In terms of talent.
It's a popularity contest at the end of the day.
That's a fair point. I'm just asking because I don't understand, because people use Ballon d'Ors and arguments and I don't, because it's never been a major thing for me.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what it is, yeah, like for me, I think we just need to all, and I mean, and I'm one of them, like, you know what I mean? People will say to me, you know, what did he say? He goes, yes, Hatman, when someone says reckless opinions about a player, I expect to say it. But I did say my opinion. For me, that's the beauty of opinions. You don't come in to overpower his opinion because it's an opinion. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know if Daniel, I don't know if you've been in debates or whatnot. And I'm not trying to say you haven't, but in a kind of a debate, for me, especially a player like Bruno Fernandes, it's not as if it's a mad controversial subject. He gave his opinion. I said he's still our best player, but I think he should play the number 8. He's still our best player, but I think he should do this. And that is as simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, for me, opinions, yeah, that's why you have to be respectful of things. Like, say now there's a guy coming in now and he was a Ollie into the core. I will respect it, but also will say, listen, this is my point of view as well. You know what I mean? I'm never going to ever shut it down on him because that's what he believes in. Like, same way with Rance, he's going to believe that he doesn't fancy Bruno. You know what I mean? And for me, you got in life, yeah, and what the YouTuber world does, we can have a chat about this. You feel me, bro? You know what I'm saying, man? So, I don't know what people are wanting, man.
It's facts. Like, that's all about a balanced debate. Like, you might have an opinion. Like, you think Harry, you call him Harry Beckenbauer. I said at the top of the show, I don't rate him that highly. That's fine. You know what I mean? It's okay to disagree. I don't understand why people fail to fathom this. It's really a simple concept, and then we have the conversation about it. Like your Brunos, your Pogbas, your Maguire, whatever the topic is.
And that's the thing, man. I feel like we just need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, every tweet I do now is crazy, man. It's like, Bruno, you're a Bruno hater, man. Stop tweeting. You know what I mean? You're a this, you're a that. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And I feel like we just need to kind of almost, let's leave that at the corner, man. You feel me? Like, and we just need to find the right balance, man. And the title of this video is, can Man United find consistency now? You know what I mean? We've got no international breaks. It's game after game after game now. This is going to be madness right now. It's going to be game after game after game. I'm going to start with you, Statman, man. What do you think? What do you think for Man United right now? Are you confident Man United can find a consistency, the right balance in teams? Can you see that, or are you going to see the same old, mate?
Listen, look how long Ollie's been here, and we're having this discussion again. We have it after every positive result. You titled it, can Manchester United find consistency? The answer is no. We would have found it if it...
Why are you laughing, Flawless?
You know why? Because he just butchered it. No, we can't find it.
Serious,
we have this conversation after every positive result. Exactly. It's been 2 years.
Like when I saw the title, I was thinking, okay, can he find consistency? Do we have a main formation? The answer is no. Do we even have a starting 11 that's consistent throughout? And the answer is no. I was just thinking, let's compare it to Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool, like for the last 3 years, I can name the team without thinking. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Gomez, Robertson, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Salah, Mane, Firmino. That's how easy it is. With United, I don't know what the team's going to be on Saturday. And I know, even like take away injuries, we never know what our team's going to be. So how can we expect consistency if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is inconsistent with the starting 11 and stuff?
Exactly. We got Zayn Massey here again. He goes, passionate Gruner. Ronaldo is the greatest Premier League player. Henry in second. Yeah, I hear you that. You know what I mean? We've got Ivan Bomar. He goes 199. He goes, so right now, as it stands, you see us getting top 4. For me, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Top 4 for me is gonna be a big one this year. If you get top 4, for me, that should never be the aim for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But if he was to get top 4 in this kind of, you know what I mean, in this kind of setup right now where every team is firing, I think the Glazers will see that as a success, you know. I really do, man. Even though personally, I think it's the same mold, and I feel like he has kind of regressed. I think that for me is a step down because for his own standards, he set the standards of 3rd. He should be at least trying to maintain that or try and level the gap between City and Liverpool. You're trying to say
should be. Yeah, if you finish 3rd, yes, then the aim next season should be bare minimum to finish 3rd. And if you do finish 3rd, finish closer to the top 2. Do I see us getting top 4? Yes, but the reason why I see us getting top 4 is because I can see Ole getting sacked. And then once a new manager comes in, the players are good enough to go on a run. And once you go on a run, these players will be flying. And the quality of the people are forgetting the quality of the Premier League is not that good. Liverpool have been hit with so many injuries. Van Dijk's out for the season. They're not the same. Manchester City are not the same. They lost David Silva. Then you look at the rest. Who else is there? Leicester, we know, can fall off. We've seen that happen with Leicester in the past. Arsenal are Arsenal. We have our inconsistencies. Chelsea are new, so we're unsure on. So it's like the ability to finish top 4. It's not like United are chasing top 4 when there's 4 quality teams and you're like, how'd you get past them? Like I said, this could be, JV said this many a times, this could be a Leicester type season in terms of we get a surprise winner. And that surprise winner could be us.
Could be us,
but just not with the manager.
Flawless.
Yes, of course. Not with this manager. And that's why I'm so adamant on getting him out early, because if a manager goes on a run, we have the players to do it. When you have goals, you can win matches. And one thing we have in abundance is strikers and attacking midfielders of a high quality.
Yeah. And we got Bobby, sorry, 1 second, Statman. We've got Bobby Verola here. He goes, big up the super chat. He goes, Saeed, keep doing your thing, bro. Flawless and Statman, keep the supporting and respect the buzz. Yo, listen, man. Shout out Bobby, man. We're going to keep doing this every Thursdays. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Daniel Luciano goes, your mods block my other account. I get what you mean. Yo, lads, man, no blocking people that donate to the channel, man. You get me? Like, what's going on here, man? Any mods, man. If I find out what mod it is, man, you're getting unmodified. You know them words there, bro. You know them ones there.
You can't be messing up the bag, man. Don't be messing up the money,
man.
People.
Come on, don't be messing with Daniel, man. You know what I mean? Respect the opinions of people, man. So find out. Obviously, I will go back and find out who blocked him. You know, I'm trying to say to you. But yo, sorry, Statman, to kind of cut you off.
Yeah, I was just saying about Flawless's point. If we win our game on Saturday, we're on something like 13 points and we're 5 points away from top. Anything is possible.
And look, I'm sorry to cut you off. We're 5. Go on, Statman. Yeah, man. I'm on the same train of thought. Go on.
We were literally in a relegation fight like 2 weeks ago or something. Like down at the bottom. That's how close it is right now.
It's mad close. And you're saying we're 5 points off the top. Look at the games we've lost. Imagine we would have beat Spurs and beat Crystal Palace. We'd be top of the league. Yeah, I mean, we could be top of the league. Man. That goes to show how close we are. You get what I'm saying? The game against Arsenal. Yeah, we shouldn't have lost in that manner. Chelsea, look at that. That's 4 games right there. If we get 2 wins from and adding the West Brom game, we'd be talking about Manchester United being top of the league. As bad as we've been. I'm
telling you, bro. You know what I'm trying to say to you? You got Zayn Miyasa here again. Flawless, you got strikers, but you couldn't score against us.
Listen. That is facts, but you lot have strikers that couldn't score against Aston Villa at home. You get what I'm saying and that. Yeah, me. Ross Barkley had Rob Holding doing all Street Fighter and that, Tekken and all that, you know, before you pick the player. You know, before you pick the player when you play Tekken and that, and then like this. You know what I'm saying? I had him doing all of that.
And that. You know that was there.
Yeah, man was, you get me, in the stance. You know what I'm saying? I'd Rob Holding, like, I was like, okay, you get me. It's all right, Zayn, man. I know you still hurt.
It's all right, Zayn, man. You get me, but yo, big up Zayn every turn of the time.
Yes.
Man, everyone's listen, man. Bare Statmanbains fans in here, man.
Told you, man.
It's mad, you know.
Right, listen. Fans. Show Saeed and Flawless some love as well.
Nah, that's you, man. Don't share it out, man.
Don't try to do that because you two man are stars in it. Don't try that. It's you, man, in it. Yeah, man. As you see these two dons here, that's who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. We have over 200 people watching live, so please smash a like on the video. You get me, share the video as well, and also go check out these socials as well on the bottom. You get saying, well, someone says say there, why you wearing a hat inside? Yo, because you want to wear it. You feel me?
Yeah, because I want it because it's the fit. That's why I'm wearing a hat inside and that. Like I don't see why this is. You want to see more of me? Like, I don't get. If a gal asks that question, I don't understand. I don't get why a guy would ask a guy that in it, but it is what it is.
Come on. So Flawless, I'm gonna ask you the question. I know it's a kind of an easy question to say no, but how can Man United finance this consistency, man? Because we still don't know our best 11. We still don't know our formation. What do you think Ollie's going to do right now? Is he going to play it defensively? Is he going to play it safe? Because I feel like he will play it safe and keep the Fred and McTominay in there. The people that call it McFred, for me, I don't know why people are calling it McFred. For me, that's a bit cringy, but people are saying that. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I think it's cringy, man.
Nah, you know what, McFred? I like it still. You know what I mean? I like it still. See, Anas gets it. You get what I'm saying and that. Yeah, Gabriel, salute, man. People who understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Yeah, you got to explain everything, you know what I'm saying? What's understood ain't always got to be spoke about. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, Statman. Wait, 8K on Instagram and that.
Come on.
You lot are treating me like some celebrity right now.
Yo, listen, man. Statman celebrity, you feel me? Come on.
Yeah, Saeed, your meme pages. Flawless, you're doing a show with Rance like in an hour or something.
Nah, come on, we're all shining, man. That's it, man. We're all shining.
We're all shining, the whole team. You know
come on, man. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What's your midfield three? Let me know in the comments below and in the comment section what will be your midfield three. But for Flawless, the midfield right now, we did a midfield conundrum and whatnot, but is it going to be the same every week right now? Is it going to be the same old?
I don't.
Right, let's park it defensively and let's hope that Bruno, Martial, and all these players can get firing again. What do you think is going to happen for you?
I've given up trying to guess what Ollie's going to do because I can never guess. I have no idea what team he's going to pick, how he's going to play. I have ideas. The Fred McTominay thing, I understand because he wants workhorses in there. I think he's looked at, or how I look at it, actually, I say personally, I think he's looked at Liverpool and how they're successful and now they have two workhorses in their midfield. Yes, they have a better manager. Yes, they have better players around him, but I think he's taking that template. And it can work. I have no problem with seeing Fred McTominay in there in some of the games. Against West Brom, I'd have an issue because to me, you don't need two DMs or two workhorses at home to West Brom. That's me personally. And that's how I look at it. I take it on a game-by-game basis. Away to PSG, cool. You know what I'm saying? If we're going away to Anfield and he's playing Fred and McTominay in there, that makes sense. Because what Fred and McTominay do is they give a platform for our attacking players. The biggest issue I have is the system because you can fit Fred and McTominay in there, but also get a Pogba and a Bruno in there if you really wanted to. Just play three at the back. You can play systems. This is why the only thing consistent about Manchester United is that we're inconsistent. And that's my biggest issue because the quality of players is there. The quality of players is there. So it's like, all right, you came in, Ollie, and said, I'm building a team around Pogba. Then you signed Bruno. Then you signed Donny. So you signed these, man. You signed two of these, man, and one of these, man, you really like. So figure it out. You can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't like people, Pogba and Bruno can't play together. There's a reason our manager gets paid millions a year. And that is for him to sort these type of things out. You're paid the big bucks. Make the decision. You know what I'm saying? If
make the decision, but
make the decision. Figure it out.
And I think, would you play a back three against West Brom then?
I would play a back three against. I would go with that against. How do I put this now? Yeah, I would go with that against West Brom, and I would go with that in the future. I think it's our best system for the players we have, and for people who are like, "Oh, it's defensive." No, I wish I was a future Manchester United manager. I could do with them peas still, but yeah, as I was saying, it's only a defensive formation when you approach it. Any formation can be defensive. You can play 4-4-2 and be defensive. Remember, Tony Pulis' Stoke, they played 4-4-2. No one called that attacking. They played 4-4-2.
No, they were defensive as well. Man, like Paella Pulis and that.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I just want to put this out. Tony Pulis over the Paella Pulis. I'm starting that agenda right now. You get what I'm saying? I'm starting that. But yes, I would go with a back three. Everyone, Conte won a league with it. I would go with it. Think about it with a back three. You not only could you get 2 strikers, 2 10s, and 2 wing backs in that system if you really wanted to. You could go gung ho with that. You could have Martial, Rashford, Pogba, Bruno, Telles. You get me? Donny in there if you really wanted to. So there's options, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. We got someone else trying to say, what's that kit stat, man?
I think it was Jose's second season. It was the one that Lingard did a milli rock at the Emirates.
Oh, yeah, that's a gangster kit. That's a gangster kit. AWB in the back three is not a good move, not off enough. And also, I think Daniel said something here. Says
here's the thing with that though. Why is Wan-Bissaka okay? If you're going away to PSG, which is probably his best game he played as a wing back, and if you want a more offensive wing back, you know what you can do: play Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a right-sided centre back. We've seen Aspilicueta do it.
Yeah,
we've seen Kyle Walker do it. You telling me Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not better than Kyle Walker as a right-sided centre back? Yes, there's issues, but there's no system, pun intended, here that is flawless. There's going to be issues somewhere. You get what I'm saying? I just think that's our best fit. I would go with that for every game.
I think my only problem with the back three on the weekend is that we got injuries right now. Maguire's a doubt, Lindelof's a doubt, and then what we playing?
Maguire's a doubt.
I think he got a bruised foot or something yesterday.
Wow.
So we do have injuries at the back line. So, but the one thing I would say in the back three now we got Telles. Telles on that left wing back row is going to be brilliant. Like there's no question about it. So even I like Luke Shaw, but going forward, he's not better than Telles. And another injury. So that's another injury as well. Luke Shaw at left centre back. We're going to be missing him. So I can't really see Oli playing the back three on the weekend.
I will see him playing the back three on the weekend because you don't trust it. But again, this comes back to system. If we're dominating the ball, who's in defence shouldn't matter. And this is we're at home to West Brom. Treat these man like they're West Brom. Like this is a team.
We never do that though. That's the thing.
And that's my issue. We did it once. We did it with Newcastle when we went away. And I said on previews, I said, treat Newcastle like that. Newcastle. And we went there and did that. And that was a great performance. The only thing that we lacked was the cutting edge. But we created so much. Missed the penalty. I think we hit the bar twice. Missed 2 1-on-1s. Go there and treat West Brom like the championship side they are. Treat them properly. But I get what you're saying. Obviously, I didn't know about injuries, but you got Axel. I would just go with it. I'd play Axel, Mengi, and somebody else. Lindelof and Maguire will play. Yeah, I think
he might play the Man Utd centre back or something. Because the thing is, I'll be honest, I don't want to see Mengi being chucked into a game in the Premier League, especially it's a high pressure game. Let's be honest. If Oli loses, the pressure's back on. When they're playing someone like a League 2 side in the Carabao Cup or something, then I want to see a debut being given out. But in a Premier League game,
I would do it because I don't think there would be any. There's maybe Fulham at home. I could look at Fulham and West Brom at home. There couldn't be 2 easier games to go into. I could be forced to eat them words, but that's what I would go with. Like, he's rated highly.
I think Menzi's a risk, though.
I've been told by but I've been told by certain people from like the youth setup and that, like Mengi is rated higher than Axel. Like he's that good. That's how highly they rate him.
I'm gonna say it out here again, and I feel like people will kind of slate me for this, but I don't think Axel is as ready as people think, man. You know, I'm trying to say to you, like, I feel like,
really,
yeah, man. I don't think he's as ready as people think. I'm not saying he's a quality player, but I don't think he's as ready as what people think, and I still think he needs a lot to learn. You know what I mean? He loses position-wise against Demba Ba, he was all over the place. You know what I mean? And I feel like he kind of thinks that he'll always get behind with his pace and doesn't realize, listen, man, you got to be positioned, you got to be right. You know what I mean? We've got Daniel Luciano saying here, AWB as a centre-back goes round too much. We got
Wait, I said as a right-sided centre-back has an option.
A right-sided centre-back, yeah, that's what
Let's get context. Because somebody said, he's terrible as a wing-back. I'm saying if we're trying to push on, then you play him as a right-sided centre-back. But if we're being more defensive, play him as a right wing-back. You lot got problems for every solution, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Trust me. we got Zayn Miasi. We got Zayn Miasi here saying, Saeed, if you don't want Poch, we'll take him if Mikel doesn't work out. Listen, man, I doubt Poch will ever go to Tottenham. And we got Daniel Luciano who goes, gotta go teach. Big up you. Big up Daniel Luciano for supporting the channel. You know, I'm trying to say to you, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we appreciate you each and every time. You know what I'm saying? Never play a back three. It's toxic and not Man United, by the way. Like, I'm for me, never ever on the illusion where Man United should be playing three in the back. I called it out on a rant show. I said Man United should be traditionally playing a 4-3-3, man. That is for me the best suited policy for Man United, man. It just works out, bro.
I don't get this whole we shouldn't play three at the back. But if we win a league playing three at the back, everyone's for it. Like I don't understand. I don't get the whole it's not the Man United way. Three at the back can be very offensive. It can be very offensive.
Yeah.
You could literally have 3 defenders on the pitch. You don't even need to play a 6. You could play an 8 if you really wanted to. 2 8s and a 10 or whatever, and flying wing backs. I don't understand. Everyone complains about, sorry, Statman, to cut you off, about the 4-2-3-1. But then when someone comes with, so what's the United? I hate this whole United way.
Yeah, you don't know what United way is. That was a Southampton way, not the United way.
Yeah, it's absolute we can't play 3 at the back. Why? If that's the best suited for the team, why not?
I think if you play a back 3 and you have Fred, Pogba, and Bruno, that all of a sudden does look like an attacking team. You have Telles on the other side, maybe someone like Dalot when he comes back.
Yeah, or Williams.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, Williams is a wing back. You don't think Williams is a wing back? Oh, check this.
He's a wing back, not a left back.
Yeah, wing back. I'm talking about. Right wing back.
Yeah, I think he's better in that role, but I just don't rate him at all.
No, I'm not a big fan of him. But even Dan James, I'd like to see as a wing back. Yeah, I think he'd be a better wing back than he'd be a winger. This is what I'm saying. See, people, I'm just trying to be as positive as possible about United and come up with options in it. You're not really raining on my parade.
We're trying to find solutions. All you gonna associate, you might as well listen to this.
I'm trying, innit? We trying.
We're trying, but we're not getting anywhere. You know what I mean? Zayan Miasi is saying here, Mustafa, you have spent 1 billion since Fergie left. You could have bought a few farms with that money and Ollie tend to sheep. Yo, you know what, Zayn, man? I like your personality, man. You know what? Free spirit, man. And you know what, man? We'll see, man. You get me? Ollie won't be there to herd the sheep, man. I mean, he'll be back in Malta with his, you know what I mean, with his Norwegian farm. You know what I'm saying, bro? But yeah, so that's the thing for me. Someone says, hey, can I get a shout out? Who's that? Vinjuan Jaka. Yo, listen, man. I'm probably not gonna say that right, man.
Just call him Vin, man. Just call him
we'll call him Vin, you feel me?
Vin,
you know what I'm trying to say to you?
Shout out Vin.
Someone says here, Bruno needs to be dropped to get the best out of Pogba. For me now, Flawless, how are we gonna fit Pogba in? Because this guy can't stay on the bench forever, bro. Like he cannot.
You know how you fit him in? Let me say this close to the mic. You play a back 3. It's really that simple. You play a back 3 if you really want to fit them in, because you can play 2
not even in a 4-3-3 with 2 8s.
The thing is, the problem is in a 4-3-3 with 2 8s, I'm happy with that. But it depends who you're playing against. Against West Brom, the issue United have is we don't have a DM good enough to do that by himself on a consistent basis. Fred's a pressor. McTominay's a pressor. He has Kante next to him. If we sign Kante, cool. We don't have Kante.
And that's why I keep saying Ndidi's my dream signing for United.
Ndidi's I'm with you, Statman. I'm with Ndidi.
For me, Ndidi's been the best holding midfielder in the league in the last 2-3 seasons. Top 3 ball-winning midfielders in the world, in my opinion. Like, that's how highly I rate Ndidi. Like imagine Ndidi seeing Pogba going forward, Bruno going forward. And the thing is, he's so mobile as well. He's on the cover when the fullbacks push up as well.
Facts. I'm with it. Like, so you can play a 4-3-3. I've said this. You can play a back. You can play a 3-5-2. What?
I don't understand that one. Bruno can't express himself with Bruno on the pitch. Is it because like let's be real, like, is it because they both go forward, get attracted to the ball, and then it's like, who's defending? Is that what Ollie's scared of?
No, because he doesn't trust his defense, and obviously we know issues with the system and stuff like that. But if City can play David Silva and De Bruyne in a 4-3-3, we can play Bruno and Pogba in a 4-3-3. It comes down to personnel, system, and the manager. They won leagues doing this. They won back-to-back leagues doing this. They had Silva and De Bruyne in a 4-3-3. Silva's not even a central midfielder.
No,
he's a 10.
He's a 10 or
he's
an
not
8.
even a central midfielder. He's not even an 8. He's a 10. David Silva is a 10 through and through.
Yeah, typical 10. Obviously, towards the end of his career, he turned into number 8.
He dropped down, but he's a 10. And they won multiple leagues with those two. You get me? And then had a front 3 and flying fullbacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like,
what you said here, you bought Maguire, but still doesn't trust his defense. Like when are we going to get to this point where we blame the manager? You know what I mean? We keep blaming, he don't trust his defense. He don't do this. He don't trust his defense. No, but what I'm trying to say to you though is, how long do you keep blaming, don't trust, when you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to say, right, I'm going to risk take it. I'm going to go for it, because at the end of the day, this is what I'm paid to be a manager. You said it, Flawless. You get paid to make big decisions. And when we keep saying, well, we're going to play 2 in the midfield, and then we draw against West Brom, and then it's like, right, we had to do it because we couldn't trust the defense. Like, is that always going to become now, Statman? Like, we don't trust. So therefore, I'm not going to do this.
But the thing is, we saw, I think it was against Tottenham, he played Pogba and Bruno together, and it didn't work out. We lost 6-1. So I don't blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to going into the thing about Fred and McTominay. Because for me, after the Tottenham game, he had to sort that defense out.
Yes.
So I don't blame him. Like not tomorrow, on Saturday, I do expect both of them to play. We're going to have the ball. 60% possession, most probably against West Brom at home. They're not going to beat us no matter what. He has to start. Him and Bruno have to start together.
Yeah.
We've got a question there for you, man. Would you take Dennis Zakaria as an alternative to Ndidi, Statman?
For me, Ndidi's just a GOAT. But the thing about Dennis Zakaria, I think for Borussia Mönchengladbach, I don't think he's played since football's been back. So he's still recovering from an injury. So obviously we know how injuries affect players, but let's see what happens when he comes back.
Flawless. He goes, he still will be benching Pogba, even if the game against West Brom. He will still go to and avert to the same formation. Well, you know what they say. You know what I mean? Don't fix what's not broken. But is that the same thing you can say for Ollie though?
Yeah, if it's broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I would understand because Pogba's been poor performance-wise. Pogba's been poor, so I would understand why he would be on the bench. He needs to play himself into form. It's all about what system he's going to play, how he's going to set up. Pogba will get back into the side, but Ollie, I'm hoping, and his coaching staff over this international break are trying to figure that out and figure out what the short-term goal is going to be going forward. Nah, they're doing both people's job. Don't disrespect Fred and McTominay like that because no one does that to Liverpool. No one does that to Liverpool when they have Fabinho and Henderson.
And where do you put Donny then? Why do you put Donny then? What, you know what I mean? The guy, you know what I mean, still on the bench for Holland. You know, where do you put Donny in there?
United play 50 to 60 games a season. The reason why I'm not up in arms about Donny not starting is because he's going to play.
Quarter into the season, though. We're nearly halfway through the season. Surely you've got to say you can see some kind of element in there. I just think, like, for me, Bruno is that go-to guy. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be because this is Bruno Fernandes, one of our best players. But what I'm trying to say to you is you've got to play quality. You know what I mean? Like, when you're talking about Bruno and, David De Bruyne and Sterling and Bernardo Silva were all playing in that team. You know what I mean? Then you know the emphasis. It's almost a setting stone for your season for me. You know what I mean? You go and pay your best players. It's almost like a stepping stone for the season. Say, you know what? We're playing this and this and this for the season. You never ever say, Di Maria, Neymar, and Mbappe, okay, you know what? I'm going to use one of them. And I'm going to take one off the bench. I'm going to put them all in.
Yeah, the issue that he has with the players that you named, even though they're all attacking players, you'd say your Neymar's, Mbappe, they play different. Like, Mbappe will play from the right or play through the middle.
Yeah, of course.
From the left.
Interchangeable.
With Pogba, Bruno, and Donny, they are all attacking midfielders, 10s or 8s, however you put it. Can you fit 2 to 3 10s or? I mean, can you fit 3 10s or 3 8s in the same side? Yes, it's possible. One of that. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. So Matt shouldn't be playing right wing, but you can play 2 8s and a 10. And you know how you play 2 8s and a 10? You just play a back three. It's really that simple. But that's not the Manchester United way. So I'm on this back three thing because what you're saying there, with a back three, you get them all in. You can play 2 8s and a 10. Thank you, Dinesh. You can play 2 8s and a 10.
Say if we do stick with the 4-2-3-1, we could see him on the right. For me, when I look at his average like heat maps and stuff, that inside right channel, that's where he
does he like that? Maybe that's an option.
Yeah. Maybe not last season, like the season before, because last season he played in the double pivot at times. But I think even like we saw the goal that he scored the other day for Holland, it came from that right hand side when he's coming inside. So maybe
that's an option. Maybe playing him from the right hand side, innit? Like I'm not the biggest fan of just shoehorning players in, but that comes into system if he's not playing like chalk on his boots and he's like you said, he's cutting in. I've not seen a lot of Donny to know this, but if he happens to be on the right hand side, he seems intelligent enough to me to be able to be effective in that role.
For me, it's like we played Mata there, so why can't Donny van de Beek play there? And he has more energy than Mata.
That's a fair point.
Statman, we want to meet and greet, apparently. You know what I mean?
There we go, man. Statman, we're going to set that up, man.
It's flawless. He still needs someone to screen the defense in the back three. I think, have you got that? Who would you put that out to? Fred or McTominay? Or?
It depends on the game by game. Certain games might. Certain games I go with Fred. Certain games I go with McTominay. Certain games, if it was a way to a PSG or a Liverpool, I might play 2 of those 3. This is what I'm saying. There's no set system for every game. What I'm saying is I treat it on a game-by-game basis. But I always say this against most teams in the Premier League. Manchester United have a better 11. Therefore, we should dominate the ball against most teams. And then it doesn't matter about your defense. If you have the ball, the opposition can't score.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing for me, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I think like, we've got to go and do it, man. You know, I'm trying to say to you, Saeed, Statman, best duo, reminds me of, wow, big up, man. You know, I'm trying to say to you.
Big compliment.
Got fans here, man.
Add Flawless to that, and we're Messi as far as Neymar.
Yo, trust me, man. The MSN.
MSN and that. Yeah.
MSN and that. You know what I'm saying?
Forget that with Mason Green and Martial Rashford. That's even better.
Yeah. That's even better.
Yeah.
That is even better. I'm with that.
Where do we fit in them? Like you said, Statman. You know what I mean? Someone says, hey, like Statman is right. Van der Beek on the right. You know what I mean? Does Ollie see that in Van der Beek though? Does Ollie a kind of a intelligent enough manager to see that though? That's a problem.
Don's no. I think when we first signed Donny van der Beek, I think the reports were that he phoned Donny van der Beek saying you're going to be playing in the 10 role. And even we haven't really seen him play in the double pivot for United. We've only really seen him play properly in the 10. So I can't see if Ollie's playing Fred and McTominay ahead of him against like teams like Newcastle, he's not going to play Donny on the right or anything. Like he's just not that clever. Let's be honest.
What do you think? The what's it called? Flawless man. Like Mata. When I said to you, he's not a right winger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say to you, but still, he never ever tracks to the ball on the right hand side. Like you never ever see him staying on that right hand side. So why not just say to Bruno, right? You're better. You're younger. You're more physically, you know what I mean, able to do more. You can go up the pitch, you know what I mean? You're more intelligent to get in the pitch more. Like you would be suited more to it, surely. What does he see in Mata that he doesn't see in what's his name, Van der Beek?
You know what it is with Ollie? He'll play it safe. Like Statmanbains touched on it. As soon as he'll be playing a system, as soon as it's going wrong, he'll revert back to type and go 4-2-3-1. And then play Fred and McTominay in there. Like he plays it safe. Like it's like he doesn't back himself as soon. Like the diamond was it against Arsenal? It was going wrong. What did he do? 4-2-3-1. It's like that's what it is. He's safety. He's safety first. Yeah, I mean, he is safety first. If he's a boxer, he's jab hold. Like that's what he's doing each and every time, innit? Staying out of the
sustainable.
Pocket,
it's not sustainable, man. It's not sustainable.
Nah, not in the slightest.
And that's a problem, Statman, with this kind of football you see right now. Is it sustainable for you? You know what I mean? No. I just don't think it is.
It can't be sustainable because we're playing counter-attacking football every single week. You can't be doing that like 38 games in the season. Like we can't play counter-attacking football against West Brom. We're going to have something like 60% of the ball. This is where...
They played all right against Tottenham, you know?
What?
West Brom, they were very, very disciplined in that team against Tottenham. They were 1-0. 1-0 it was only.
I think even against, Chelsea, they drew 3-3 or something. Like, but let's be honest, the West Brom at the end of the day. We're going to...
Yeah, of course.
I'm not trying to curse this, but we're going to beat them. I saw their record. I think they haven't won a game away. Saying that we haven't won a game at home. So you never know.
I don't play that Candy Crush, man. That's Ollie's game, man. He's sponsored, man. Ollie's sponsored by that game, bro. Funny. I don't play any game that my man plays. You feel me? Like, it's just going to be bad luck at that, but you know what I'm trying to say to you, but for you, Flawless, man. West Brom game coming up, you know what I mean? A lot of Southampton, City, Aston Villa, Leeds, all coming up. Like, what can you see going forward, man? Can we find a consistent run? Are you trusting Ollie to pick the right team each week? Are you trusting Ollie to tactics each week? Like, there's a lot of things that will happen for each game, and I'm thinking, nah, man, I just don't see him doing. Like, he's not a consistent manager. He's never been that. So why would we expect that?
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
There's a lot of variables, but like you said, if you look at the Istanbul game, after that, our fixture list is not good whatsoever. And I can see him being sacked during that run, but it would just be like Ollie and just like these players to put a run together. And then when we think we have easier fixtures after that, we'll lose them games and then he'll be sacked. So no, do I trust him to pick the right team? No, because I don't think he's good enough. Do I trust him to pick the right tactics? Also no. But with I say this all the time, with the quality Manchester United have, especially with the attacking players we have, we always have a chance of winning matches. All the time. All it takes is for 2 or 3 of these players to have a good game. When you have a Rashford, i.e. look at him against Leipzig, or you have a Pogba, a Bruno, a Donny van der Beek, a Martial, a Greenwood. Like, look at the players I'm naming. All it takes is for one of those players to find some form and score 4 goals in 6 games or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then just become or a Bruno or a Pogba or a Donny to get 4 assists in 5 games or something like that. So United can click into it. Like I said, the only thing consistent about us is our inconsistency. So it is what it is.
And that's
big game for Mason Greenwood on the weekend as well with all the stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm. That's another problem. Will he start? I don't think he will start, for a while, I really don't, man. I just don't think Ollie will put him out there and kind of like...
Nah, it's right. Take him out of the firing line, man. He needs to be taken out of the firing line. That's good. And JV made this point when we did the Man Them podcast that maybe he's learned from Jesse Lingard and he's being taken out. You get what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be taken out of the firing line.
He could be, but I think with Oli, even like we saw even the reports the other week when it was like Mason coming late to training and stuff, Oli Gunnar Solskjaer backed him straight away. So I still think Oli, he does protect him, but I still think like we're going to be left with Matt on the right hand side if he doesn't play. I think Oli has to take that risk, and it's kind of like you go and perform, you go and score, which he did against Leipzig. The pressure's off him again, and everyone's celebrating how good Mason Greenwood is. So I would actually start him.
Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
Well, after everything that's going on right now at the minute, you know what I mean, with the kind of balance in there, I'm not too sure you would get an effective Mason Greenwood. I think for me, I just know he's gonna play. But then again, you got man like Daniel James at the minute, man, scoring. Yo, man like Daniel James scoring a worldie. You know, there's a lot of people that are saying he should play the number 10 role. You know what I mean? Like, I think someone said it on Twitter today. I don't know who it was, but playing the 10 role, you know what I mean?
People getting hype on that. But yo, I'm gonna have to shoot off anyway in it. But
yeah, man, bless,
salute
bro.
for having me as always. Yo,
yeah, man, big up, man. Everyone find him on Pi Radio. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Sarcasm City, come on.
Sarcasm City from a Third Eye View Pi Radio every Monday, and I'm shooting off because I'm actually making my debut on Rance's channel in it. So we have a show coming every Thursday.
Man, Flawless, man.
Hey,
yo, listen.
Salute to you, man, in it, because like you, man, and the supporters, you lot made it happen in it. So we appreciate it.
It's you, bro. It's you, man. Because you
made it
the
happen.
one that came with the knowledge, man. So big up to you, man.
Yo, respect, man. And catch you. Sorry, not myself off. Yeah, catch you, man, next Thursday. Hey, everyone, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Are you at 25k subs yet?
Nearly, man. We're nearly there, bro. Not far away, man.
That 25k subs and get Statmanbains to 10k Instagram followers. You get what I'm saying?
You to 2k on Twitter. Come on, man.
I'm already past two. They already passed that. I'm already past the 12.
Yo, come on, man. Big up myself. Big up yourself,
all right.
Man.
Salute, family. Yeah, each and every time. Man. Safe. Bless up.
Yeah, man. Bless. He will be on Rance's channel in about 10 minutes, guys. So we're gonna be here for the next 10 minutes or so with obviously man like Statmanbains. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? This guy, man. You know what I'm saying? You're giving a sauce or whatnot. But yeah, man. Like in terms of West Brom game, man, tactically, man, do you think Oli will be learn everything lately? Has he learned anything for the past couple of weeks, or are you kind of fearful will be same old, man?
The same old, man. He's had over a year to learn. He's had 10 years in management to learn. Like, we're gonna get what we've been seeing with Oli for the last couple of weeks. Like, let's be honest. Like, do you really expect anything different?
Nah, that's the thing for me, man. I don't, man, and I feel like it's a killer for me because like. Man United need consistency, man, and obviously this is the title of this video, but I just don't see how we get 2-3 games on a bounce, and I feel like that will eventually hamper our top 4 hopes. Like for us to get top 4 this season, it's gonna take 2-3 games on a bounce. And I know you say we're not far away from top 4, but I think that the teams will slowly, you know, what I mean, the league table will sort itself out by December. I don't think it'll be as close as people what they say right now, but obviously with the kind of no fans. Obviously, no fans in the stadium. It is making it easier for teams like Aston Villa to go and thump Banter FC 3-0. You know them ones there, bro. Like it's kind of mad, bro. It's really is kind of mad, man. Someone saying there you need to give Oli more time and backing. Bloody hell, man. I don't know where you've been for the last year or two, man. Oli, same shit, different day. You know what I'm saying?
I think with Oli, it's kind of like if you're showing us something, say even if it's going bad, and he's like, at least we've seen the performances, then we're kind of like. And he's not getting the results. It's kind of like, okay, at least we can see something. That was like Jurgen Klopp at the start of the But with Oli, like we're not seeing the performances at all.
No, and that's the thing for me. You know what I mean? Like now, man, he's 17, man, 17 guys. How old are you again?
17. What are these not saying?
These are saying 15 and that, yo. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's 17 guys, 17, man. You know what I'm trying to say, bro. Who are you thinking will be the key player for us going forward? Still Bruno? Is it for you still Bruno? Like, obviously, Martial form at a minute, not great as a minute. People are saying Cavani should be played from now on. Maybe putting Martial on the left-hand side. That might help us a little bit because we are lacking goals because Rashford has got a couple. Bruno has got a few. We aren't really a goal-scoring team. Well, what do you make of a minute up front, going up front-wise? Are you kind of worried about that, or?
I think I am kind of worried because, like, Martial, I think he's just snatching at chances at the moment. Like, I saw the France-Portugal game the other day. He missed like 4 big chances.
Yeah, man. Big chances.
But he's just snatching at them. I think once the first goal goes in, then it's kind of like a confidence thing with Martial. Like, we know Martial is a confidence player. I think against West Brom, he should play. Cavani, I think the other day I watched him against Colombia. I think I watched his first half. I didn't think he was like phenomenal. I think on the weekend or whatever, a couple of days ago against Brazil, he got sent off. So it's kind of like with Cavani, it's 2 games in a long time. I'm still not trying to risk playing a 90 minutes of Cavani.
You still don't think he's got match fitness, match ready? You know what I mean? Is it still not like for you up there? Like I think Martial conundrum for me. Obviously, I will talk about it tomorrow on the preview, but like, are you worried about his form at a minute? Like, or is it just typical Martial in and out of form? You know what I mean? You're always gonna get good with him. Is it for you? Are you worried about it, or for you, will he come out back?
I think like there's a part of me that's worried because I'm like, we don't create enough chances, and currently Martial is snatching at chances. But at the same time, if we don't play Martial, we miss so much with his hold-up play and stuff. Like the way even against Everton, yeah, he might have missed a couple chances. His hold-up play, especially in the first half, was still very decent. So that's where I still trust Martial in that he does the basics of football kind of thing.
And that's the thing, man. And you know what? That's absolutely spot on. But I'm not concerned about Martial. I think he's good. His overall play is still quality. I still think you know what I mean? He's an unbelievable player, even when he's off form. I still think he gives us a lot. I still think he's still our best striker. And I feel like, you know what I mean? I think Cavani, you will have him like running around and catching shadows, you know what I mean? Like kind of, you know what I mean, wanting the ball too much. And I feel like he might not be as able to gel with Rashford or keep up with the pace. Whereas Martial can do that. The problem is, you know what I mean, someone's going to say Martial will be back. Shout out to Deco. He's quality. You know what I mean? Do you still think Man United need a traditional number 9, or you still believe in Martial?
No. I've heard like all the Harry Kane, Haaland stuff. For me, like football's kind of changed, and especially with the way United play, I think like strikers are more about score. There's more than scoring goals, in my opinion. Like we see, I know people don't really rate Firmino, but Firmino's job is brilliant. Benzema, his link-up play, brilliant. Even with City, Arsenal, Lacazette. There's a reason Lacazette plays up front. It's because he comes deep and can link play. For me, football's changing. Like we're seeing strikers becoming more mobile and like interchanging. For me, like just look at Memphis Depay right now. Like we're seeing, like Haaland for me is kind of like a odd one out kind of thing. Like
they're dying brutes, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying.
Out and out strikers.
I don't really see Martial as a problem in that way. Like we don't really need another number 9, especially with the other problems we have. We still need a midfielder, a right winger, a centre back, arguably.
Yeah. My men, are you guys sure, or tell us we're both fit? You know what? Yeah, this is the thing for me. I think we've seen, you know, I mean, the PSG game, it was a quality game from Telles, and I thought it was unbelievable. I'm not saying, that fact that, what's it called? Like, you know, we should compare them both right now. I think we've got strength in depth. What I am trying to say is, like, I don't mind Luke Shaw this season, but the end quality is not good enough from Shaw. It isn't. You know, we still need more assists. We still need more quality goals. You know what I mean? You look at Telles' record, you're thinking, wow, it's unbelievable. But my only issue is with Telles is, can he cope in the Premier League? It's a high demanding league. It's a very physical league. Can he cope with that? Well, what do you think? What do you think about Telles? Like, are you thinking, right, Telles, that's it now, Shaw, bye-bye? Or are you still thinking Shaw gives us that kind of solidity that, you know what, it might just be better to have something solid than...
The thing is, this is not even a debate right now because Luke Shaw is injured and Alex Telles is
there you
fit.
go. Well, that's well, if he doesn't play, then wow, it just, you know, it's crazy.
For me, like the thing I say always about Shaw is that, okay, you think he's good, you think he's bad, but no, everything that's debatable. But one thing that everyone can agree with is that it's injury problem, and that's why for me, like the title of this video is "Can Man United find consistency?" Consistency from the starting 11. Luke Shaw's inconsistent in terms of his injury record, and Telles isn't. So if you're trying to find that consistency, for me, Alex Telles plays.
Absolutely, he has to play. I think you can't say that, you know what I mean, like he shouldn't be playing. It's unbelievable, and I feel like for me, when you look at it on the whole, you know what I mean, we need to find the right balance. You know what I mean, is Telles more suited at wing back? Is Telles a natural left back? Obviously, he played for Porto, he plays for Brazil, but can he get the same chemistry? You know what I mean, with Rashford that Shaw maybe has a little bit this season. I'm not too sure, but I feel like for me, we've got to have a settle back four, man. We cannot have this dropping and changing back four. I mean, who starts a centre back? That's a quick question. You know what I mean? Maguire and who? Is it Lindelof? Lindelof looked average against France, man. He got torn apart by Giroud, man.
But apparently he had a back injury as well. So I'll try again.
Why is he playing with a back injury?
I think it was an important game for Sweden or something. Apparently, I don't.
They can't be because they're not in the Euro Nations final, are they? France are in it.
I think they might have got relegated or something. I'm not sure. Like, it's the Nation League. Who cares?
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, but I'm not too sure about that, man. I really am not too sure about that. You know, I'm trying to say to you, I just feel like Bailly's injury prone. You know, with Twanzami, there's a question mark about him. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Like, to put to your team on the weekend, like, what would you really go for on the weekend?
I think in goal, David De Gea, right back, Wan-Bissaka, centre backs. It depends who fit. If everyone's fit, then I'm going with Maguire and Lindelof, because that's what I still think Oli will play that. Left back, obviously, I think Telles plays, and then the midfield, I think Oli Gunnar Solskjaer will go with Fred and McTominay.
Yep.
If it was me, I'll go with Fred and Pogba, and then I think the front four would be Mata, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial.
Yeah, that's the thing for me. And against West Brom, it'll be a low block thing, man. It'll be very, very low block. And we've got to get out there fast. If we don't score in the first 25 minutes, I think it's going to be a kind of a nervy one, man. I don't think Man United, you know what I mean, can. What was the last game when we won it? We grinded out a 1-0 win. You know what I mean? Like, when was the last game we did that? It's normally a 2-3-1, you know what I mean? It's kind of quick fire goals. You know what I mean? Penalty FC. You know what was there, bro. But I think the key thing will be to get a goal early and kind of set them apart. This is the way we need to find consistency, man. And against this kind of, what would I call it? Not low block, but the running that we've got right now. We're going to be playing a lot of low blocks, man. We are going to play a lot of low blocks. So it's absolutely vital we find the right consistency, man. It really is, man. Because if we don't do that, then I think it's going to be good night at Vienna, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you, man?
Slaven Bilic has also come out and said I think his players or might be coaching staff have COVID from West Brom as well. So they could be short players and stuff as well. So listen, 3 points and that's it. There's no like if, buts, and maybe.
Absolutely, man. It has to be 3 points. If we don't get 3 points, I think for me, it's going to be a kind of a failure, man. And I think for you, would it be, again, Oli has to go? You know what I mean? I think if he doesn't get 3 points, surely Oli has to step down, man. I think, you know what I mean? It's happened too many times, man. You know what I mean? I wanted him gone after the Tottenham game. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, wanted him gone after the Chelsea game. Wanted him gone after the Arsenal game. The biggest one out of them all. You know what I mean? Surely Oli has to keep picking up points right now. It's a case of, right, you've got to start picking up points and points. Let's get further up the pitch, man. Let's get further up the table. You know what I mean?
I still think even if he loses, he's not getting sacked. I think we're going again against Istanbul on that weekday or something. Like, you know, if Oli loses against West Brom, he's going to win against Istanbul. And that's just United right now. We lose a game and then he wins the next game and he just stays in the job. Like, it's just somehow fluky like that, isn't it?
But then it's not sustainable, is it? And then we never ever get to where we want to be. We never ever get to a final. You know what I mean? We never ever get to kind of the promised land. You know what I mean? And it's just going to be same old. 1 step forward and 5 steps back, man. It's crazy, man.
And that's United for you. And you can't see the ball changing that.
No, you can't. You really, really can't, man. But guys, it's been a pleasure. We're rounding up to the hour of the show. That's been your tactical review show. Hopefully, you get me. We can have this carries on every Thursdays. Statman, you still up for it every Thursdays?
Yeah, I'm calm. Now exactly.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. We've had up to about 300 people watching live. So please smash that like on the video. Shout out to Don Robbie. He goes get to 200 likes. Yo, please, man. Let's get to 200 likes, people, man. It'll be appreciated if you, man, can get up to 200 likes. You know, trying to say to you. And hopefully we get the result against West Brom. That could be the big one, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Statman. You know what I mean? Big up everybody showing love to Statman. Big up, bro. Shout out to Kassam. You know what I mean? The building. Yo, listen, I love YouTube, man. It's bare love, man, on YouTube, man. I'm going to have to leave Twitter soon, man, because these, man, you get me? Like, it's bare kids, man, just on there, just chatting macca, man. So I'm out, man.
With Twitter and stuff, it's just that people can create another account so easily after you get blocked.
Easily, man. You know what I mean? But they'll never make another YouTube account because it's just long, innit? You feel me? Whereas Twitter, quick thing, you get me, man. For me, I just look at it, I think, man, it's a lot of people just start accounts, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Glitter videos, and you know what I mean? Oh, look at Pogba when he was at Juventus, that hairstyle. I'm like, yo, man, let's think about what's right now, man. You feel me?
And you know that's going to continue until like Twitter start some sort of verification thing or something.
Yeah, man, 100%. Or just that breed goes away, man. That breed, man. Because I liked it 3 or 4 years ago when it was a bit like banter, you know what I mean? But now it's just like rival players, rival fans just going at each other with stan accounts, man. And I'm like, yo, but I'm done with.
Like the problem with Twitter is kind of like you're speaking your mind. It's your opinion. No one cares what someone else thinks.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, man. 2 away from 200 likes. So please, 2 people that are watching right now live, smash that like button and get us to 200, man. But yo, listen, we're gonna end on here. Yo, Statman, let us know your socials, bro.
All right, Statmanbains on Insta and Twitter.
Yo, come on, man. Go follow Statmanbains on Insta and Twitter. Road to 10K for both of us. You get me? Let's get Statmanbains to what's it called? 10K on Twitter. And also my Instagram is at the bottom as well, guys. Saeed_realist. I want to try and get to 10K as well. So please go check it out there. Link in the description. Also link in the banner right there. But guys, it's been a pleasure. Shout out to everybody who stayed there for the hour. Anas, Deco, you know what I mean?
The mods are
Gabriel. Listen, every one of you, you know what I mean, that have come here. Shout out to all you, man. Until then, guys, we'll be back soon. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be here tomorrow, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Me and Adam back with a preview for tomorrow, Saturday's game against West Brom. So go check out there on tomorrow at 7 o'clock, guys. Me and Adam will be back with another preview. And yeah, man, yo, listen, we're out, people. Take care and God bless.